Hi guys, getting directly to the point. Can you tell me why do we see chimpanzees when science says we were evolved from them? And do you know why do we humans are using more cerebral capacity than other species on Earth? And do you know how our hand got 5 fingers, unlike any other species on Earth? If you know the answers, you're a brilliant, and if not, I'm here to make you a brilliant, so let's get started to know the human evolution process. The story begins nearly 6 to 7 million years ago at South Africa, when monkeys and chimpanzees found difficult in surviving at African forests, due to reeds.
Really?
And if you ask me how, as the reeds were increasing, the monkeys and chimpanzees found more difficulty in finding food, and as they cannot predict what's in front of them, wild animals like lions, tigers, etc. started hunting them simply. To avoid this, monkeys and chimpanzees started climbing trees for food and even for looking what's in front of them. And where there are no trees, they've started to stand on 2 legs to look what's in front of them. And as they were walking on 2 legs, the structure of their bodies started evoluting, and this process of evolution took nearly 2 to 3 million years. In this process of evolution, the digestive system formed in a manner such that they don't have to eat more.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
In simple words, earlier as monkeys and chimpanzees used to walk on 4 legs. Their stomach faces down, and due to impact of gravity, their stomach used to bend forward and so they need to eat more. But when they started to walk on 2 legs, their stomach size reduced to half, and so they stopped struggling for more food. The energy, earlier it was fully utilized in the digestion of the food they used to eat, and later as their stomach size reduced to half. So, their stomach required less food and half of the energy was only used to digest the food, so the required energy started activating the brain to think. And this thinking process was the step to evolution.
How interesting.
And if you ask me how, as only 0.5% of energy was being utilized for digestion of food, the remaining energy started making the brain to activate and think. Like, if they are hunting us, why can't we hunt them? And thoughts like clothes, fire, food and the usage of technology. And when humans started hunting animals, the thumb settled in a position so that it could oppose the other 4 fingers, which helps us in catching, drawing, etc. And this was the story behind the evolution of our thumb.
Wow.
As I said earlier, that only half of the energy was being utilized for digestion of food, and all the remaining energy started activating the brain. And so, our brain cerebral capacity reached to 10%, which may not seem like much, but it's a lot if you look at all we've done with it. So, this was the reason why we are having more cerebral capacity than other animals, but there are few animals whose cerebral capacity is more than us. Like dolphins, whales and elephants. Leaving that point, this is the reason why we are dominating all the life forms on Earth, by usage of cerebral capacity. And last but the leading answer for the question, why do we see chimpanzees when science says we were evolved from them? The reason is simple. The problem for living condition for monkeys and chimpanzees was in Africa, so the monkeys and chimpanzees living in the other continents were not having any difficulty, so they haven't evolved. Okay, so, that's it from my side guys, and if you're thinking you heard this voice somewhere, I've tuned my voice to an actor's voice. Try guessing the voice. And if you guess the correct one, I'll tune my voice to whomever you wish to keep in the comments. And the voice I've used in my previous video, it's Robert Downey Jr. aka Iron Man. Okay, so, that's it for now guys. Thanks for having me. Love you guys and remember that so on the science
journey continues.